Benitez, you saw him a few moments ago. He's bent the knee to the House St James after he conquered the kingdoms of Europe when he ruled over Anfield. He'll demand the Toonami stand their ground like Brienne of Tarth and hope that Ayoze Stark can produce a late dagger to shatter the hopes of his former club.
And on Football Frenzy, we bring you the epic battles from the NBFL, the EPL, the French Ligue 1, Italian Serie A, the German Bundesliga, Spanish La Liga, and so much more. Join the sports gang every weekday for Football Frenzy on 92.3 Nigeria Info. Football Frenzy. Feel the magic.
This is the moment of truth. No. This is the reason you have been born. Tonight is the night. It's not the past. It's not the future. It is the now. You must not stand as man, but as a legion. And let me feel the roaring fire of determination and sacrifice, beating as one heart. You have the strength and will of lions. Tonight, we don't play as men. For tonight, you are titans. For what can stand between lions and titans? You will be legends. The choice is not yours. For history has already seized your hands. You are the chosen ones, the special ones. When the trumpet of destiny blows in your ears, you must respond with glory. Nothing, I say nothing, nothing can stop you now. No matter who stands in your way, no matter what stands in your way, no matter what. This is our night, because tonight is much night. Salsicha, vamos.
And yes, it's match night down here on 92.3 Nigeria Info, where we give you the update as it's going down in the UEFA Champions League. A big night for Barcelona in the 2015-2016 season. They were able to overcome the tie against Paris Saint-Germain, but that time around they played in their very own backyard, the Camp Nou. Now they are away from home at the Parc des Princes, and can they do something big, spectacular for themselves, FC Barcelona? Also for Liverpool, they are playing at home but away from home because the game doesn't go down at Anfield, it's at Budapest. And Liverpool already have a 2-0 advantage in the UEFA Champions League. So I'll give you a rundown of the lineup. First of all, starting off in the game between Liverpool and RB Leipzig. In goal for Liverpool is Alisson Becker. They come into the game in a 4-3-3 formation. They have Robertson at left back. At right back, Alexander Arnold. Playing at centre half is Phillips and Ozak Kabak. For the three midfielders, this Wijnaldum, Fabinho and Thiago Alcantara. Up front is Mohamed Salah, Diogo Jota and Sadio Mane. While for RB Leipzig, they come into the game in a 3-5-2-2-1 formation. And in goal for RB Leipzig is Gulassi. While the defenders, they do have Upamecano, Mukei and Kosterman. Then there's Nkunku and also Adams. Meanwhile, for the two midfielders, the two holding midfielders, it's Sabitzer and Campbell. For the two attacking midfielders from the right and left flank, it's Olmo and Forsberg. Up front is Poulsen. And then we also have the Paris Saint-Germain versus Barcelona game. This is how it stands. For Paris Saint-Germain, in goal is Keylor Navas. A 4-3-3 formation coming to the game. There's Florenzi, Marquinhos and Kimpembe playing at centre half. and also Kozawa at left back. For a three midfielders is Idrisege, Paredes, and Verratti. For a three men up front is Kylian Mbappe, Julian Draxler, and Mauro Icardi. For Barcelona, they're coming to the game in a 4-3-3 formation. In goal is Ter Stegen. And then for the defenders, left back Jordi Alba, right back Dest. For the two centre backs is Longley and Miguaza. But for the three midfielders is Pedri, Sergio Busquets, and Frankie de Jong. Up front is Dembele, Griezmann, and Lionel Messi. My name is Epunia. Welcome to Football Frenzy. It's the live updates of the UEFA Champions League. I'm not alone in the studio because I do have the sports diva beside me. First of all, good evening, Dorcas Koki.
Good evening to you, Epo. Another fantastic night again in the UEFA Champions League. Always exciting to be here. And for the fact that yesterday we saw lots of surprises in that one, and today once again Barcelona taking on PSG at the Parc des Princes, of course, is going to be always exciting. So I want to see how today's games will be like, and I'm always excited to be here. And good evening to you all out there listening to us. Okay,
Dorcas will be keeping an eye on the game between Paris Saint-Germain and Barcelona. Well, in the other fixture, it's Liverpool up against RB Leipzig, and Dele will also be keeping an eye on that. Good evening, Dele.
Good evening to you, Epo. Good evening, Dorcas. Good evening to you, listeners, as well. It promises to be another fantastic night of football in the Champions League. It's going to be. I'll be focusing on the game between RB Leipzig and Liverpool, and it promises to be an exciting one.
Let's start off in Paris. Paris Saint-Germain leading by 4-1. Dorcas, we've seen the comeback. It happened in the 2015-2016 season. Everyone will praise Neymar dos Santos Jr. But Barcelona do not have Neymar today. Do you think Barcelona can do it with the caliber of players that they have? Do the turnaround, get the victory, and scale through to the quarterfinals?
I'll be one of the few persons out there to want to see a miracle happen today at the Parc des Princes in France, obviously, for Barcelona. We saw a miracle happen, like you said, a few years back, and this time around is between these sides again, and I want to see how they want to respond to that. Usually, you want to know that Messi's in the side who can also always pose as a huge threat to any opponent that he plays against, and today he's here, seeing if he can help the team to maybe come back from too much goal deficit. They have to score 4 unreplied goals here to make sure that they can hold this PSG side and then maybe take the game to extra time, as it would be. But it's going to be a long stretch. Looking at the team itself, De Jong and De Jong, Sergio Busquets, Pedri, youngsters, as he would say. But you want to also argue that this side, the Barcelona side, have started scoring goals. Dembele have been scoring goals as well for fun. Messi himself is back to his scoring best, same as Pedri is also in this side. So yeah, maybe they can pose as a huge threat. It's there for PSG to take the cue and make sure that they score an early goal against Barcelona, so to make the task very difficult for Barcelona tonight.
There's no Neymar. Is he going to be missed by Paris Saint-Germain?
He wasn't exactly missed in the first leg against Barcelona, so I don't think it's going to be the fact that he isn't playing and then they would miss him. I don't think it to be a factor here today. But let's see how PSG would react, and let's see how they would hold out today against Barcelona. They are in a turf that they understand pretty well, which is their home ground. So going forward, let's see how PSG can make sure that they can hold their own against this Barcelona. So other than that, I don't think they would in any way miss that man from Brazil, Neymar. It wasn't in the first leg when they scored 4 goals against this particular side. And here, I don't think that will play as a huge factor against the PSG.
Your favorites for tonight?
Maybe because of the scoreline, I'll still stick with PSG. But if Barcelona can pose a big miracle here, well, I don't know, but I'll still stick with PSG anyways.
Okay, and the other game is Liverpool versus RB Leipzig. But before I head there, it's 5 minutes gone. Paris Saint-Germain 0, Barcelona 0. Also 5 minutes gone in the game between Liverpool and RB Leipzig is also 0-0. But Dele, how are things shaping up there, and which team are you looking at getting that victory and scaling through?
First of all, in the game, 3 minutes into the game, Liverpool could have taken the lead, decided the much better side, and it was Thiago Alcantara who was central on goal with a fabulous pass by Trent Alexander-Arnold. He should have shot on that occasion, but instead he chose to pass the ball, and then the chance went begging. And then for RB Leipzig, they are coming into this game with a wonderful form. They've won 4 out of 4. The last time they lost a game was the reverse game of this fixture fixture where they lost 2-0 against Liverpool. Apart from that, they've been in awesome form, and that form has taken them to just 2 points behind Bayern Munich in the German Bundesliga. And then also, you look at the fact that, Leipzig are also in the semi-final of the DFB Pokal. So they're going into this game with a much better form compared to Liverpool.
Okay, you think Liverpool, with the poor run of form they've really had at home, this time around they're playing at home but not in their own stadium.
Yeah.
Do you think same thing can go down tonight?
I'll say Liverpool are actually there for the taking. If you look at the fact that they've lost 6 consecutive games at home in Anfield. This is supposed to be a home game actually, but due to the COVID-19 protocol and restriction in Europe, especially between England and some other European countries, the home game for Liverpool is being played tonight at the Budapest Arena, Puskás Arena in Hungary. So for that reason, the fact that Liverpool are not playing from at home rather is a little bit of an advantage for them, if you ask me.
Okay, do not forget you can get us on Twitter at Nigeria Info PH, at Nigeria Info PH, and then on WhatsApp it's 0809 030 6416, 0809 030 6416. You drop your messages and surely we'll be reading it down here on the live football update of the UEFA Champions League. Can Barcelona overturn the deficit that went down in the first leg? It happened at Camp Nou, 4-1. It was Kylian Mbappe getting a hat-trick, as well as Moise Kean getting the other goal for Paris Saint-Germain. For Barcelona, it was Lionel Messi who hit to the back of the net from the penalty spot. But for Dorcas, it's 8 minutes gone in the game. What so far has been going down in that very, very game?
Not too much. Both sides have been trying to fight their way through to get in the early goal in the encounter. Barcelona have been trying to go forward, especially with Ousmane Dembele in the fold. You know how very soft this man can be. When he means glass legs, he is the one that you can call for that. But going forward, Barcelona have had their fair share going forward, same as PSG. They've had few chances as well. Just few moments ago, we saw Kozawa being yellow carded by the referee. It was a very, very poor tackle on that man, Ousmane Dembele, and the referee deemed it fit for a yellow card. But it is quite early scenes down there in France, and let's see how Barcelona would really attack against this PSG side and see if they can get an early goal against the side that defeated them 4-1 in the first leg. But so far it's been equal. It's still goalless in that encounter. Aggregate 4-1, and it's 9 minutes into the game. Let's see how far the game will go. But I think brilliant display so far from the both teams.
Brilliant display from both teams, and let's see how things will play out. Can Lionel Messi do what Cristiano Ronaldo could not do yesterday? And that was to ensure that his Juventus team were able to get the victory and scale through. Or will it be Lionel Messi also living and being knocked out in the round of 16, just like we had Cristiano Ronaldo being knocked out as well? This message here on WhatsApp says, "Good evening, presenters. There was a man who was watching a football when the wife gave a bit." I don't really get this message anyway. But do well to drop your messages on WhatsApp. It's 0809 030 6416, 0809 030 6416, and on Twitter it is at Nigeria Info PH, at Nigeria Info PH. That's for Twitter, where you drop your messages. Liverpool and RB Leipzig ongoing at this moment is also 0-0, while for Paris Saint-Germain and Barcelona it's also ongoing, and it is still 0-0. But for Dorcas, where has it all gone wrong for Barcelona? We've seen them struggle in the Spanish La Liga. Do you think that same struggle which has moved over to the UEFA Champions League, we could finally have a turnaround for Barcelona? They get that victory and scale through.
In recent times, we have seen Barcelona struggle since last season. We've seen that they had money issues. They also had the fact that Messi was going to leave, but eventually they made him stay. And ever since then, with the whole police coming to search the new camp and then arresting the president of the club and 4 other persons, things have been really bad for the side. But the new president is now a man who was in the folders from 2003 to 2010, and he is the man that was there when things were really right for the club, and they won lots and lots of trophies in the side. So yes, maybe now we can say that with the inclusion of a new president, Laporta himself, that things will change for the better. Right now, Messi is beginning to play as calm as possible as he can. As we have known him to always be getting the goals, assists here and there, bargaining as much as possible. And Ousmane Dembele, ever since he came back from injury, has been brilliant for this Barcelona side. Let's not forget the young stars in the side. You want to say that Ansu Fati has been out for a very long time, but the fresh bloods in Pedri's and the Trincãos and the other players in the team are gradually getting into the thick of the action and are beginning to score goals for the side. Even and sometimes Antoine Griezmann can also score goals for the side. So of course I want to say that Barca are gradually coming back to their best, but it's not full-blown yet, so I would love to see if it's going to be full-blown. But for now, let's just stick with the fact that they are beginning to score goals, they are beginning to play better, they are beginning to win games, and that's much more important for me. So I'm going into this game, and they would want to give themselves lots of hope. Of course, in football, there is always going to be hope, no matter how the deficit you have to return is. Barcelona would have so much hope looking at the fact that it happened in 2015. They came back and overturned a massive deficit against this PSG side. Will it be the same tonight is the question. Barcelona would have to be at their very best. Just as the game started, we have seen brilliant defense from the PSG side. They've been quite solid with the likes of Florenzi, Marquinhos, Kimpembe, and Kurzawa as well. They've been so solid. The fullbacks themselves have been very, very brilliant. They're making interceptions. They're keeping the game as clean as possible. So they would make sure that they can frustrate the attacking lineup of Barcelona, which is Dembele, Griezmann, and Messi, so that they wouldn't concede a goal today. But I think Barca can hold their own against PSG, except they concede first. It would be a huge mountain for this Barcelona to climb.
Do not forget, we already dropped our predict and win on Twitter. So come the end of the game, we'll be finding out who got it correct. It's already closed because the game has already started. And we're also live on Twitter. Is at Nigeria Info PH. At Nigeria Info PH. 13 minutes gone in the game between Liverpool and RB Leipzig. I'll be coming to you daily shortly. This message on WhatsApp says, "Good evening, I'm the sports gang. It's no-go area for Barcelona in this game because Paris Saint-Germain will keep them to a 2-all draw." This is from Aliko Godswill. Who's texting from Isioko, while this one from a Paris Saint-Germain fan, and he's asking, please, what formation is Pochettino playing tonight? Because Barcelona couldn't enjoy this kind of possession in Camp Nou. I'm kind of worried. They said Neymar would have been a plus in this match. It's a bit different from the first leg. That's from Ife, from Rumigo. It's a 4-3-3 formation from Mauricio Pochettino. And do not forget that he starts the likes of Mauro Icardi and also Draxler, who didn't start in the first leg. But over to you, Dele. 14 minutes, Liverpool versus RB Leipzig, and how has that game been so far?
40 minutes in the game in Budapest at the Puskás Arena between Liverpool and RB Leipzig. Liverpool definitely have been the better side. They've been asking a lot of questions of the RB Leipzig side, but the likes of Dayot Upamecano and Nadi Mukele, who are playing tonight in defense for RB Leipzig, has been wonderful for them. They've shut Liverpool out, and I think the longer it takes for Liverpool to score a goal, the more the opportunity for RB Leipzig to actually score a goal for themselves. But definitely Liverpool the better side for now.
Okay, the better side for now. They've not had such enjoyment in the English Premier League of late because we've seen them struggle and are now maybe in contention of trying to see if they can make it in the top 4 or maybe top 6, I should say. But do you think they can turn things around really in the UEFA Champions League, get to the Champions League, do what they know how to do, which is win the UEFA Champions League? They're the most successful English team in the UEFA Champions League. Can they do that once again this season, even with the poor run of form that they are in at this moment?
Of course, anything can actually happen. The last time Liverpool won the Champions League before they won under Jurgen Klopp was the one they won in Turkey at the Istanbul Arena in Turkey. I remember the fact that they won that Champions League when Liverpool wearing exactly one of the best side in England, and then you can also remember the fact that Chelsea won the Champions League in 2012. They didn't make the top 4 that season, so I think anything can actually happen. For the fact that we've seen precedent like that where a team might not be doing that well in the domestic competition, but then they managed to win the Champions League, just like we saw with Chelsea in 2012, and just like we saw with Liverpool as well in 2005.
Okay, talking of anything happening in football, this message on WhatsApp, he doesn't have the name, but his number ends with 8660, and he says one game. I'm not writing off Barcelona yet. So this other one says Barcelona will do their best to knock out Paris Saint-Germain Messi will try everything to do his job up Barcelona. No name, number ends with 2082. Dorcas, is it possible, and has he been in Barcelona's favor since the game started?
Everything is possible. Anything is possible in football. We have seen that Barcelona have had their fair share going forward. I told you earlier, and they have been, they've had chances. Dembele have missed quite a lot. Messi have had a shot blocked, and also Griezmann trying to create chances for the team going forward. But it's been the fact that PSG have been really solid in their defense. Marquinhos have been holding out pretty well. Kimpembe have been doing brilliantly well in the left, in the fullback position, in the left flank position. It has been Kozawa and Florenzi in the right have been making sure that they make it really difficult for Dembele and Messi to go through. So yeah, Barcelona have had their chances. Like I said, nothing can be impossible in football, and let's see if Barca can get the first goal of the game and probably proceed with that and see if they can score more goals. If they score one, they will have 3 more to score away goals, and that would bring them a level in terms with PSG. But it might be a huge task for this Barcelona side. Well, like I said, nothing is impossible. Let's wait and see if they have or can create the chances to score those 4 goals and bring the game to extra time as it will be.
This message on WhatsApp says, "Good evening, football." Oh my, okay. He's saying Football Republic, saying he can hear the order. Not over here. I think he sent it to the wrong station. This one here says, "Good evening, sports gang. My own is that Paris Saint-Germain and Barcelona should just try and give over 2.5, and Liverpool and Leipzig should just give me GG and save my slippers from cutting. Thank you. Please join my prayer and save the slippers." This is from Samuel, the psalmist. Okay.
Obviously, he has no emotion for neither side. He just wants his 2.5 and his GG for both games.
He said we should join in his prayer. Dele, 18 minutes gone. How has it been for Liverpool? Have they been able to crack the defense of RB Leipzig yet?
It's been the same kind of game, just like I reported the last time. But then RB Leipzig has made it more a battle of the midfield. They've been pressing Liverpool so well. But then RB Leipzig are yet to actually create a clear-cut chance so far in the game. But then for Liverpool as well, apart from a few half chances, like I reported the other time, the one for Thiago Alcantara, Liverpool themselves are actually yet to break, RB Leipzig down. But then they've been the better side in terms of possession. But for now, both sides are yet to create a clear-cut chance.
Yesterday, Dorcas, Ronaldo was not able to do it for Juventus. Can Messi do it today, or will he need the services of his players around him? You would say Ronaldo gave the assist to Chiesa yesterday. A very brilliant goal. Chiesa scored the first. And then Messi, a lot is expected from him. It will be the first time Ronaldo and Messi will not be playing in the quarterfinal. That's if Messi is knocked out, if Barcelona are knocked out today. It will be the first time they are not going to be playing in the quarterfinal since the 2004-2005 season. That surely will be a surprise. But do you think Messi can help Barcelona and deliver a victory tonight?
Sincerely, I think it's high time we took our pressure from these two players.
Why should we?
Hold on, they are getting old. For the fact that they have been doing it back-to-back for over 15 years, that is enough for anybody. The club should make it possible that when they have these two men on the field of play, that they are paired with exceptional players as well. They are paired with players that would make them look good on the night. Not always these two players making their teammates looking good on the night. The point is that. But for Messi, we know that he's always going to help his Barca side, and the bulk of the job, it's on his shoulders, and he would have to be the man to change things on Barcelona's side, creating those chances and making sure that the players in front of him can take those chances and convert it to goal, and that will put them back into the game. PSG lost yesterday. Cristiano Ronaldo had his Juventus lost yesterday, and we saw the inclusion of the input of Cristiano Ronaldo, but it wasn't much because they still had to exit the Champions League in the round of 16. Back-to-back it is for the likes of Juventus. But Barcelona tonight, it's not just going to be all about Messi. It's going to demand teamwork. It's going to demand lots of concentration, control, and determination from this Barca side. They would have to create the chances and get the goals into the back of the net against PSG. Defensively, they would have to be astute to make sure that goals do not come in from PSG. So it wouldn't just be all about Messi. Messi cannot go back defending for this team. He would have to make sure that he created chances up front second and the final third, and that they can they can score goals. But Lenglet and Desto, likes of Jody Oba, they would have to make sure that the defense is as solid as possible to keep the game as respectful as it can be.
This one on WhatsApp says, people not giving my team Paris Saint-Germain a chance to win, but we will beat Barcelona again here. They have been putting pressure, but I know they will get tired. Wow, this other one says, please, can you guys explain this? Can you guys explain? This match is looking different from the first leg. Mbappe is not running, as Pochettino told them to be defensive. Chai, we might miss Neymar tonight too. Okay, number ends with 9312. Because you said Neymar wasn't missed in the first leg. This is a Paris Saint-Germain fan saying that they might miss Neymar. Don't you think it's not going to be bad if Paris Saint-Germain just decide to sit back and hit on the counter-attack?
They're not sitting back. They are pressing. They are trying to make sure that they get in the score sheet and on the score sheet rather, and they are still pressing. But let's not get anything twisted. It's like deja vu once again. In the first leg, Barca had their fair share of possession until all of a sudden PSG found themselves back into the game, and we saw that man Kylian Mbappe moving forward, trying to bustle and hustle and puffer here and there. And eventually he got goals for himself, and that was how things changed. Yeah, maybe it's the first half, and Barcelona are trying to get into the score sheet first. But things can still change. It's a game of two halves. We're going to see maybe Barcelona possess all the ball in the first half and PSG come back in the second. But it's not that PSG are sitting back and soaking the pressure. They are holding off. They are still trying to attack. And that's the joy of the game. Barcelona would want to seem like they are playing in the front foot, which they are, by the way. And it's left for PSG to be very, very defensive or solid in their back, and make sure that when the ball comes in, they wouldn't let the pressure and lose that concentration that they already have in the game. But so far, it's not like PSG are defending; they are making sure that they hold their own against this Barcelona side. Okay,
I'll be back to you shortly because you made a statement about Messi and Ronaldo. But how has it been over there in Budapest, Dele?
22 game into the game between Liverpool and RB Leipzig in Budapest at the Puskas Arena. It was end-to-end stuff in the 18th and 19th minute of the game. First, in the 18th minute, it was a wonderful in-swinger from the corner kick by Thiago Alcantara, and then we had Diogo Jota with a bullet header towards Peter Gulaski, who made a wonderful save to actually deny Liverpool on that occasion. And then quickly, it became defense quickly turned to attack by RB Leipzig themselves. It was Daniel Olmo who sent in a wonderful cross into the Liverpool 18-yard area, with Alisson Becker almost committing an howler, on that occasion, only for Thiago Alcantara to come to his rescue. It's been a feisty affair so far.
Okay, feisty affair. It's been over there at Budapest, but let's see how things will surely play out. Come the 90-minute mark for Paris Saint-Germain, it's still 0-0 over there in Paris. This message on WhatsApp says, well, Liverpool has proven over time that their EPL form will never affect their UEFA Champions League form, so I give it to Liverpool. This is from Emeka from One. While this other one says, good evening, sports gang. I'm Tozo from Rumodara. I'm a Barcelona fan, but I think we can overturn the results. We already had a bad first leg, and we don't have those players again that can do the unthinkable. He ends up saying they can't overturn it. But okay, I don't really get the message. The first part he was saying he thinks they can, but the second part he's saying he doesn't think they have the right players. This one here said Barcelona need to score 3 unreplied goals. No, it's 4 unreplied goals they need. Yeah, they need 4 unreplied goals. He's asking why Dembele is missing chances. Do not forget that the first leg finished 4-1. So if they scored 3 unreplied goals, Paris Saint-Germain had 4 goals away from home. This one here says, I'm so disappointed in Juventus' loss, even when they were 2-1 up as at the 68th minute, playing 10-man Porto, and yet couldn't score one more before the 90th minute. Well, it's better for bigger teams to go out. Barca is next. Real will join them next week. This is from Oscar KJ from Port Harcourt. Dokas, you spoke about okay, before I come over to you, Dokas, something going down there in Budapest, Dele?
In the game between Liverpool and RB Leipzig, Peter Gulaski, the goalkeeper of the RB Leipzig side, is actually keeping RB Leipzig in the game. It was actually an acrobatic long pass from Thiago Alcantara over the top of the RB Leipzig defense. The pass, fell nicely for Mo Salah, who took a wonderful shot, which drew another fantastic save from Peter Gulaski. And then there was a rebound for Sadio Mane, who, he should have converted the rebound on that occasion, but he managed to, fluff his line. Peter Gulaski keeping RB Leipzig in the game.
Okay, still 0-0 over there. This message on WhatsApp says, one game and wisdom from Rumiko. I'm a Barcelona lover and also a lover of Lionel Messi, but if there is one thing that is impossible in this life, then it is Barcelona moving to the next round of the UEFA Champions League. This one here says, good evening guys, this is my first time. I think Barcelona are already out. Let them be careful, or let them remember that the 8-2 match last time in the UEFA Champions League, and Liverpool are going to go through even with their poor form in the English Premier League. You guys are doing a great job. God bless you. That's from Francis from Port Harcourt. Thank you very much. Dorcas, you spoke earlier on about Messi and Ronaldo taking the pressure off them. Are you trying to say that maybe this could just be the beginning of the end of Messi and Ronaldo?
Well, yeah, they are getting older. It is Ronaldo who is 36. Lionel Messi is 33 or 34 as it is, and you know that as age comes in gradually, they wouldn't be as spacey, they wouldn't be as fast as they can, they wouldn't be the integral part of the team, and the coaches, the team, the players and their team would make sure that they can help them. They should just be able to help the Messis and the Ronaldos there whenever they play, not always putting the pressure on them. They also need players. They also need the players to ease that pressure off them. But in recent times, we have just seen that it's mostly about Ronaldo and Messi. So maybe, yes, they are beginning to dwindle. Maybe they might not win the Champions League in their remaining career, but it doesn't mean that we haven't seen such brilliance from these two players. They've given us the best in the last 15 years, and I'm quite excited to see that these two players have graced the world of football. But that's generally it. It's not like they aren't good, but at this point in time, age is creeping in, the game is changing, it's looking faster, it's looking pacier. So the pressure should be taken off them. Coaches should not should not make them the focal points of their team, but they should be there to aid the team when necessary, like they have been doing over the years, but not too much of the work, not the bulk of the work to them. Messi has been. I think by now that he should have gotten a hunchback from the whole pressure that he has been put on in Barcelona. But the young man have been able to soak in the pressure, have been able to work quite well with his teammates down there in Barcelona. So for me, the pressure have been too much from these two players, and now I think other players should be able to assume the responsibility from them.
Why should the pressure be taken off Messi and Ronaldo when they have raised the bar this high?
They are getting old.
And
they are 33 and 36.
They've not stopped firing, Dorcas.
But they are not at their very best.
Ronaldo is still firing for Juventus. Messi is still firing for Barcelona.
They are at their very best. Back then, we used to see them score plenty of goals, plethora of goals. It is that man Cristiano Ronaldo who has been the highest goal scorer in the UEFA Champions League last season. This season, how did it end? How did it work for him? For Messi, how did this season work out for them? It's now time for other players to help. I'm not saying that they shouldn't assist the team. I am simply saying that those other players should be able to help Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo to make sure that they play better, they be better in their games.
Okay, Doctors is looking for players to improve Messi and Ronaldo. But I think these guys are just there to improve the rest. This message on WhatsApp is from Obina. It says, greetings from the chieftain. Liverpool will lose this match in extra time. 0-3. Okay, he's looking at 2-0 90 minutes, and then one more added on in extra time. This one here says, good evening, one game. Please, why is Firmino not in the Liverpool squad today? No real reason for why he's not in the squad. It's not been confirmed anyway, but if we're able to lay our hands on that, surely we'll be letting you know. Daily 30 minutes, and how has it been there in Budapest?
It's been Liverpool all the way. There was a chance about 2 minutes to go. By the way, the match is on 29 minutes right now. On 27 minutes, there was a chance for Liverpool to score a goal in the game. It was actually a wonderful through ball from Sadio Mane into the path of Alexander-Arnold, who, in my opinion, should have taken the shot once. But then it took a touch, dilly-dally with the ball, and that chance went begging. But then Liverpool have by far been the better side.
Okay, Liverpool has been the better side. This message on WhatsApp says, Chike promise Well, am I seeing? Okay. This one says Barcelona are going home tonight. My name is Liverpool Heartbeat. Speaking at Barcelona leaving. What this one says, Doctors with a miss Neymar for this particular match. Let's be frank, we might win, but we are missing him. That's from Ife, from Rumigbo. Is he being missed, and what is currently going on there in that very game, Doctors?
Well, we have seen plenty of action in that game. We have seen Dembele, we have seen Sergio Desta making sure that they can try to press the defensive lineup of PSG to get a goal in the game. But after all this said and done, it wasn't Barcelona who got the first goal of the game. It is PSG who have eventually taken the lead over Barcelona. Well, a particular incident happened with Clement Lenglet for Barcelona. I think it was George to have handled the ball. He fouled that man, Mario Icardi, in the 18-yard box, and the referee, that is the English referee, of course, Anthony Taylor. He was called by VAR, and he went to see the incident himself. Came back, gave Clement Lenglet a yellow card, and he gave a penalty, and that was how Kylian Mbappe stepped up and he took that particular penalty. So it is PSG 1-0, but on aggregate it is 5-1 for PSG. So it is the mountain is getting really higher right now. It's really higher than the tallest mountain in Africa. So I do think that Barcelona would have to be really better to take one over this PSG side who have already got to the first goal of the game.
Messi scored a penalty in the first leg, and Paris Saint-Germain hit the back of the net 4 times. Don't you think it might just be the opposite tonight?
I would like to see that happen. Like I said, nothing is impossible in football.
Nothing is impossible. It's 1-0. Barcelona have to score 4 goals at this moment to take it to extra time. 5 goals to qualify to the next round. Is it possible? Can they do it? Let's still get your thoughts. On Twitter is at Nigeria Info PH, and on WhatsApp it's 0809 030 6416. Daily, over there in Budapest, has anyone been able to hit the back of the net like it's gone down in Paris?
RB Leipzig have actually come close, to opening an account for themselves in the game. It was that man, Emil Forsberg, in the 18-yard area of the Liverpool side, who dragged his shot wide, just about 2-3 inches wide of the upright bar. Otherwise, it would have been RB Leipzig 1, Liverpool 0. But then it is still 0-0 in the game.
Still remains 0-0 over there. On Twitter, someone said, okay, I'll take the number. Much slower this time around. It's 0809 030-6416. That's for WhatsApp. So you drop your messages and surely we'll be reading it out. This one here says, good evening, sports gang. Please, Barcelona should play first half. Looking for first half win, and also Leipzig. Okay, Barcelona should win first half, and also Leipzig should win first half, so that I will cash out. Okay.
You're talking about your sweet.
He's looking at cashing out already. But,
talking about his own bet slip.
Yeah, he's looking at cashing out. But Barcelona are not doing things according to his plan. This one is from Favor White from Port Harcourt, saying Messi and Ronaldo have done so much for their respective teams. They are improving the rest. They go. Because you see, it's them improving the rest for Favor.
The point is, this is a point he's trying to make. They have done enough. They are improving the rest, and it's now time the rest stood up. Take the responsibility. Maybe assume some of the responsibility, not all. We can ask them to take all responsibilities, because I don't think all heads can be able to assume.
What responsibility do you want to take when you have a Messi in your team or you have a Ronaldo?
So you would have to use them and dump them as rag until they are 40.
They're not dumping them.
No, that's the point. The point is we should try to take the pressure away from them. Not all the time Messi, not all the time Cristiano. They're not going to be playing until they are 50, so someone has to step up somehow.
Someone has to step up. But you don't have to blame anyone.
Nobody's blaming anybody.
You're in a team.
Okay, now, yeah. See what this man, Ronald Koeman, is doing down there at Barcelona. He's trying to gradually integrate the youngsters into the side. the pressure before now, it was Ansu Fati who was scoring goals, not even Messi. But then he went out injured. Messi had to assume that position all over again and soak in the pressure. I felt that the pressure was too much for that young man, Ansu Fati. He was very young to assume that particular role. But gradually, when Koeman is integrating players, look at Rickard Puig, of course, he's a youngster. Imagine the Pedri, 18 years of age, but they are graduate. Trincao, of course, still young. So gradually, we'll get to see other players in the team taking, at least relieving Lionel Messi of that pressure. Maybe it happens. Maybe he leaves the club or he doesn't. But the fact is, there are people there who will be helping him when it comes to scoring goals, when it comes to creating the chances and making the job easy for Lionel Messi.
Talking of making the job easy, Barcelona reports before I ran into the studio that Barcelona are looking at bringing in Sergio Kun Aguero. But the question will always pop up. You chased away 33-year-old Luis Suarez to bring in a 33-year-old Sergio Aguero. What was the need of chasing Luis Suarez? Dorcas, before I go to Daily, a substitution was made in the game?
Yeah, quite early in the game, and this substitution came in from Barcelona. You'll be shocked, but it was due to the fact that Oscar Mueza has been yellow carded by the referee, the English referee, and Ronald Koeman doesn't want to risk anything, maybe taking a second yellow card for this young man, so he had to take him off the defender and brought in Junior Firpo into the side to try to solidify the defense for Barcelona. So quick change from that man, Ronald Koeman, and I hope it works really well for the Barcelona side.
Dorcas, Daily, meanwhile, Liverpool versus RB Leipzig. How has it been so far after 37 minutes?
The game has actually taken a different dimension with RB Leipzig with now the better side in terms of possession, 57% of possession for RB Leipzig, while just 43 for Liverpool. Initially, from the beginning, it was Liverpool dominating the game, but then RB Leipzig have finally found a way to actually, rattle Liverpool so far in the game. So in the last few minutes, it's been RB Leipzig the better side.
Okay, Leipzig has been the better side, but scoreline still remains same way. This message here says it's a mountain to climb right now for Barcelona. Definitely mission impossible for them now. Dorcas, have they started to climb that mountain?
Well, gradually, the process has started. They have gradually started climbing that mountain, but it's going to take ages to get to the top, if not as quick as possible. But it's that man, Lionel Messi, we are talking about someone assuming that particular pressure away from him. But he's the man that have taken the ball by his horn, and he has struck the first goal for Barcelona. Beautiful, beautiful one from that man, Lionel Messi. But then again, I want to say that the quick fire change aided something. 3 minutes later, it was all about Lionel Messi. Eventually, 2 minutes later, it was Messi getting the goal, making sure that he brought his team gradually back into the side. But will that help? One goal now, so it's now 5-2 on aggregate, but 1-1 here at the Parc des Princes. Just the way it started down there at the Camp Nou. Are we going to now see deja vu here once again, like you also said, Echo, that can Barcelona come back and score 4 quick goals against PSG? Maybe, yes, maybe not. But it's quite a feisty game down there, and I can't wait for the rest to begin.
It's 1-1. 5-2 on aggregate, and do not forget, first leg, Messi hit the back of the net from the penalty spot, and then we had Paris Saint-Germain turn things around and score 4. This time around, it's Mbappe who was hit to the back of the net first, and then Barcelona have just gotten an equalizer. We see them score the next 3 goals in the game. This one here says, good evening, sports gang. It's all over for Barcelona. That's from Jeremiah. Good news. This one here says, good evening, sport gang. The only comeback Barcelona can do now is come back to Spain. That's from Fabulous from Choba. Well, this other message says, my name is Toby. Liverpool will win the game tonight. And please help me tell FIFA not to fix any game at Anfield again. Please, both English Premier League matches. We don't want any match in Anfield again for our safety. You'll never walk alone for life. It's not FIFA that fixes the games in the English Premier League. It's surely the English FA. Really, I'm talking of Liverpool. Have they been able to do something? Have they been able to hit the back of the net? Or have Leipzig still been putting them on the back foot? And have Leipzig also been able to produce the magic in the game?
If you ask me, I would say it's been 50-50 as far as the game is concerned in the last 5 minutes. Right now, we are on 39 minutes, just about getting to the 40th minute of the game. But then in the last 5 minutes, it's been a 50-50 affair between both sides. But then taking a look at the statistics once more, you can see the fact that Liverpool have been the better side statistically for the fact that they have shot on 4 shot on target compared to RB Leipzig just 2 shot on target. So it's been more like a midfield affair between both sides. In the last 6 minutes, there hasn't been any clear-cut chance from either side. So it's still 0-0.
0-0 in that encounter. 1-1 over there in Paris. This message on WhatsApp says, good evening, I'm a Barcelona fan, but they are going home tonight. Liverpool is going through. This one here says, one game. Since the pool is filled with water, it will be difficult for RB Leipzig to swim. Hence, walking with winning is sure. It's time for both Cristiano Ronaldo and Leo to rest as the Prince of Football is on stage. Seasons for young 19 to 26 blood up blues. This from Penne Trust. Talking about the seasons for the young, is it going to be Mbappe's season or is it going to be Haaland's season? Lucas, which of them do you see coming close first?
Well, Haaland has a promising career. Just yesterday, after his goals against our team Sevilla, he is the young man the first man before he got to 20 or at the age of 20, scoring 14 goals for in the UEFA Champions League. Not even Kylian Mbappe did that. Not even the other young stars did that. But this young guy, this young man down there at Borussia Dortmund, look like a prospect in the future. It looks like he's going to be snatching all the records away from the Cristianos, Lionel Messi, the Kylian Mbappe's, and the rest of them. But he's a joy to watch. I love watching him. He has shown that he is going to bring lots of joy when it comes to football globally as it stands. We saw him at the Under-20 World Cup doing it for Norway, scoring 9 goals in that competition, winning the Golden Boy, of course, in that particular one, winning the best player then. And then he came down there, went back to Salzburg, continued his goal scoring, left Salzburg, went to Germany, to Borussia Dortmund, and continued where he stopped. So yes, for me, a young man, he's a brilliant young man. I do think that subsequently he will even surpass all the records we have seen by Kylian Mbappe and Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo.
Okay. Docas is thinking it's going to be Erling Haaland, who's going to be the next big thing in football. This message on Twitter from @Wiz of Blogging. He says Liverpool is winning in full time tonight, but Barcelona is going home. No miracle for tired Messi. Would change his fortunes tonight. Okay. Looking at no miracles for Lionel Messi, just like there was no miracle for Cristiano Ronaldo. This one here says on WhatsApp, it says, good evening, sports gang. I'm Courage from Port Harcourt. I see Barcelona knocking out. Okay, Barcelona knocked out. He meant knocked out of the UEFA Champions League, and Liverpool progressing. Good evening, sports gang. He says, I wish Liverpool the best. Well, this one here says, Ronaldo left the group yesterday. Messi will do same today. A new dawn for Haaland and Messi and Mbappe. I beg your pardon. This is from Sly Woji. We're really talking about Haaland and Mbappe. But daily, have Liverpool been able to finally crack the nut?
No, 43 minutes into the game, 41 minutes, there was a big chance for Diogo Jota to actually open the account for Liverpool in the game. But then Peter Gulaski once more made a wonderful save to deny Diogo Jota. I think RB Leipzig can actually be very thankful to Peter Gulaski that is in top form tonight for RB Leipzig. Peter Gulaski, by the way, is from Hungary. He's an Hungarian. Maybe he's inspired by the fact that he's actually playing in his home country.
Okay, talking of something funny here, because I'll be asking Docas if he has already swapped jersey with Mbappe. He's from France. Mbappe is also from France. And this message from Favor White says Dembele is playing for Paris Saint-Germain. He has missed 4 chances. By now, it could have been 4 goals to 1. Has he swapped jerseys with Mbappe yet?
I think that is a ridiculous question to ask. The game is just starting. We are getting to see both sides balance into the game. Barcelona, of course, will have to be cautious, same as PSG, trying to be cautious. Going forward, they would have to be clinical, especially Kylian Mbappe's and the Icardis and Drexlers. Moving forward, they would have to be sturdy defensively as well. Barcelona, Messi would have to be a brilliant creator of the ball. Griezmann would have to make sure that he takes the chances being created, same as Dembele, who have been pretty good for Barcelona today. Pedri have been a beautiful joy to watch for this Barcelona side. He could pass out for me the season to be one of the best players for Barcelona. But that said already, I do think that it's not about swapping jerseys. It's about both teams trying to be very cautious, taking the chances, creating them, scoring goals as soon as they can. And gradually the game is going to flow, but that's not the point. The point is it is still 1-1 down there, and we are going to be seeing the first half coming to an end very soon. But so far it is 5-2 on aggregator in favor of PSG.
Scoreline remains same way, 1-1, and it's 5-2 on aggregate. CC, we see your message. Thank you very much. This one says, good evening, Sports Gang. I think it's mission impossible for Barcelona. They should come and fight for the La Liga title. This is from Philip from Owerri. While this one says, Paris Saint-Germain might not win the match, but will still go through. Neymar would have helped to balance the tempo. The second leg is a different ball game from the first. Injuries in football is a pain. Is a pain to the team. My heart goes to Paris Saint-Germain. It is good that Barcelona's back is on the ground. No one should pity them. Let them face defeat in a painful way as they did to other teams during their glory days. This is from Michael Adele from Abba. Dele, the Liverpool versus RB Leipzig game, how's it going? And is it halftime yet?
We are just at the end of the 1 minute added time to the end of the first half, and there was a mix-up between the centre-back pairing of Dayot Upamecano and his centre-back partnership there, which almost led to Mo Salah opening the account for Liverpool on that occasion. But fortunately for RB Leipzig, they can count themselves lucky.
Okay, halftime, it's already. So Liverpool nil, RB Leipzig nil. I'll be coming to you to tell me who's been the most entertaining team in the first half. This message says, good evening, Sports Gang. There's absolutely nothing Barcelona can do. Messi and co should prepare to go home. Liverpool will manage to scale through. This is from Clever. This one here says, good evening, Sports Gang. Liverpool and Paris Saint-Germain will qualify. I'm enjoying Dorcas, the Sports Diva's voice. It keeps me going. You guys are doing a great job. This is from Tini from Iwofe Road. Dele,
yep.
First half over. How has it been, and who has been the better team in that encounter?
We can actually say RB Leipzig, gave Liverpool a run for their money, but then Liverpool, was the better side as far as the first half, was concerned. And RB Leipzig, in my opinion, can actually, thank Peter Gulaski, who has been in wonderful form for them so far in the game. He's made about 4 or 5, great saves so far as the game is concerned. And just like I said before, he's 30 years of age, he's Hungarian, and, playing as the Puskás Arena. Maybe he's inspired by the fact that, he's playing at home. Peter Gulaski has been the savior for RB Leipzig.
Doctors, 3 minutes has been added on in that very game, but something went down early on.
Okay, 3 minutes added in the game. But then it was all about that man, Kurzawa, who is already on yellow card by the referee, of course. He committed a foul in the 18-yard box on Antoine Griezmann, and the referee and VAR said it was going to be a penalty. And then the penalty was taken by Lionel Messi. This time around it was Keylor Navas who eventually got his leg to the ball and denied Messi of another goal from the spot. So it is still 1-1 currently. And after that, it was a corner, and VAR had to recheck that particular penalty. They were checking for maybe if Keylor Navas came out of his line, maybe one leg wasn't on the line. But after the check, it was all good, all fine. And so as it stands, it is still PSG 1, Barcelona 1. Aggregate 5-2 in favor of PSG.
Paris Saint-Germain 1, FC Barcelona 1. While for the Liverpool game against RB Leipzig, 0-0, and it's halftime. Doctors, halftime in the game already. It is. But who has been the better team in the first half?
I I think I would have to stick with Barcelona. They have been really beautiful going forward. Though they haven't been exactly clinical in front of goal, we have seen that man himself, the French international, Ousmane Dembele, missing quite a lot of chances. We have seen Sergio Dest miss his own chances. Messi as well going forward. So if you are looking at how things have been in this game, it has all been about Barcelona. They have possessed 68 of the ball possessions and to that of 32 for PSG. And imagine total attempts for Barcelona 14, and on target they have 8 off target 3, while for PSG they have 5 total attempts and 3 on target, 2 off target. So yes, it's all been Barcelona. They have been trying to get the work and they have been trying to make sure that they can get back into the game, and it hasn't been too pretty till second 45 minutes. If that is going to help Barcelona come back into this game and probably get one over PSG, let's wait and see.
We'll be back shortly where we'll be getting your thoughts on Twitter, WhatsApp, and also for the phone lines. Do you think Barcelona can overturn this deficit and scale through to the next round of the UEFA Champions League? It's still the live updates down here on 92.3 Nigeria Info. Halftime in the game between Liverpool and RB Leipzig. 0-0 it is. First leg ended 2-0 in favor of Liverpool. While for Paris Saint-Germain and Barcelona, it is 1-1 as it stands. First leg ended 4-1. So at this moment, it's 5-2 in favor of Paris Saint-Germain. We get your thoughts now as the phone lines are open. Do you think Liverpool will be able to get that victory that they need and scale through? It's been a difficult moment for them in the English Premier League. And then for Paris Saint-Germain, can they be beaten at the Parc des Princes by Barcelona? Can Barcelona pull the magic and also scale through? 0817 923 0002, 0003 0007, and 0009. 92.3 Nigeria Info. Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, Billy and Dorcas.
Good evening to you. Welcome.
My name is Leonard and I'm calling from Imo State.
Welcome, Leonard.
Okay, I want to talk about the game.
Yeah, go on.
Therefore, Liverpool. It's really been a tiki-taka affair for the both of them. For I see Liverpool progressing.
Okay.
But he emphasizes goalkeepers really in top form. According to what Billy said, that's his homeland, so probably that's the advantage the guy has. And for the Barcelona game, I don't really see Barcelona progressing, but they are one of the comeback teams. Yeah. So let's just watch out. Only time can tell.
All right. He thinks Barcelona can do the turnaround as they are one of the comeback kings. Let's get the thoughts for the phone lines 0817 923 0002, 0003 0007, and 0009. 92.
Hello, good evening, Nepo.
Yeah, good evening.
Hello?
Okay. Doctors wanted to hear female as well. 92.3 Nigeria Info. Welcome.
Now my name is Steven. I'm calling from Port Harcourt.
Welcome to the show.
I want to choose out against PSG and Barcelona.
Okay, go on.
So I don't think that Barcelona will do something there because PSG is going to win them. The way they are playing, it's like they are tired. That is what I predict in the morning. I said that PSG is going to win Barcelona. They are doubting. So they will see something today. I predict them draw.
Okay. Thank you very much. 92.3 Nigeria
Hello,
Info.
good evening, Nepo. I called back.
Yeah, good evening. Welcome.
Thank you. The Barca game versus PSG, I would say maybe it's out of nervousness. Messi missed the
Penalty.
penalty was supposed to score. But I think if they put more effort, I think something will come. Even if they don't qualify for the next round, but at least they can do something, I believe. So thank you.
Are you a Barca fan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Dorcas, if Messi had scored that penalty, would we have been looking at a different second half, and maybe what happened in the first leg maybe happening in the second leg, the opposite direction?
Yes, maybe we would have seen something exceptional happen in the second 45 minutes if Messi had slotted that penalty that he was given by the referee, but he didn't. I don't think it was the fact that he was nervous. It was just the brilliance of that man, Kylian Navas, in goal for PSG. He was going, the other way, but his leg stood firm and got a very small touch on the ball and redirected the ball, and Messi could not have anything. With the rebound, Messi could not touch it until the ball went out for a corner. So I don't think it was all about nervousness. It was the fact that Kylian Navas on the ninth against Messi on the penalty spot was very, very brilliant. And if Messi has slotted that, maybe in the second half would have been saying, well, good enough that they would have come back into the game.
And then for you, Dele, RB Leipzig up against RB Leipzig, I beg your pardon, away from home to Liverpool. Have Liverpool been much better than the Liverpool we've been seeing in the English Premier League?
Yes, I would say so. Normally the Anfield that we knew used to be a fortress for Liverpool, but unfortunately for Liverpool, so far in this year 2021, it's been a nightmare for Liverpool playing at Anfield. They've actually lost their last 6 consecutive games, at Anfield. So I would say it will be, ironically, a kind of relief, the fact that Liverpool are not playing at Anfield. Perhaps, they might have maybe lost the game again. So playing at Budapest, the Puskas Arena tonight, yes, I would say they were much better, than the Liverpool we saw against Fulham last time out in the Premier League. And you can say, maybe that is due to the fact that, RB Leipzig, coming off the back of a 2-0 loss in the, reverse leg of this tie. So, if you're down by 2-0, definitely you need to come into the game, trying to attack. So the fact that RB Leipzig sets up in an attacking manner definitely perhaps, will play into the hand of Liverpool. I guess that's the reason why Liverpool have perhaps been, the better side so far in the game. And then, if this was maybe a 90-minute game so far, in my opinion, I think Peter Gulaski definitely has got to be the man of the match. But then it was just the first half of the game that we've seen, which is the first 45 minutes. So definitely we don't know what will happen as far as the second half is concerned. But then I think time will tell.
Okay, let's just pay this bill. When we're back, we'll take 1 or 2 calls before we head back to the second half of the respective games: Paris Saint-Germain versus Barcelona and Liverpool versus RB Leipzig. Still football frenzy down here, 92.3 Nigeria Info. Let's just take some few calls before the start of the second half, and also before I get the thought of the guys and what we should be expecting in the second half. 0817 923 0002, 0003, 0007, and 0009. 92.3 Nigeria Info.
One game.
Football without violence.
This is Toto. I'm calling from Eleleon.
Welcome.
Although I'm not watching the match, but through the good work you guys are doing in the studio, it's as good as I'm watching the match. As a Madrid fan, I must
tell you the fact that Barca is coming back in this match because we are expecting them back to Spain very early in the morning tomorrow to come and compete in the Copa del Rey. And for the Champions League, maybe before 16 years' time, they win it again, but you don't forget this one. Thank you.
16 years.
Thank you very much. Oh my. Do well to call us back there. This message on WhatsApp says, I see the game, the match going to extra time. I'd like to know which match. It's the Liverpool's game or the Paris Saint-Germain's game. 92.3 Nigeria Info.
Good evening, bro.
Can you please turn down the volume on your radio?
Okay, my volume is down.
Okay. Welcome. Your name and where you're calling from?
Okay, my name is Michael. I'm calling you from Boko.
Welcome, Michael.
Okay, I'm expecting Barca to win the match tonight, but I'm not expecting them to qualify. Assuming that penalty from the Messi, I think they will be going close to the next round because I see them winning 3-1 this night. So probably that penalty, that's why I'm giving them an edge.
Okay. Thank you very much. 92.3 Nigeria Info.
Hello?
Yeah, good evening.
Hello?
Good evening, welcome.
Yes, I get echo.
Welcome.
Hello?
Welcome, we can hear you.
Echo, please, I just have a little observation to make, please.
Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Please, I think Dele is reporting the Liverpool game, not Liverpool performance. Because some of us are watching the fourth match. We don't need reporting. Is it just reporting Liverpool chances and everything? If we want to talk about the first half, I don't believe this has actually missed two less chances. And it's Liverpool. How is it Liverpool?
Obina, have you been listening to this? Because Dele has been reporting everything. He's been reporting the RB Leipzig chances as well.
Dele, you should help us do that.
Obina, if you look at the shot on target for both sides, it was RB Leipzig with just 2 shots on target in the first half. Then Liverpool with 5 shots on target. Can you imagine? Can you imagine the difference? 2 shots on target to 5 shots on target.
He's been talking about the RB Leipzig issues as well.
Hello, Obina, can you hear me?
Oh, he's
off. Doctor, second half about to start. First, let me start with you. How do you see the second half going? And do you think Barcelona, what changes can Ronald Koeman make at this point to turn the tie around in Barca's favor?
So far, it's been quite a good performance coming from Barcelona, definitely. Possession have all been them. When it comes to chances being created on targets here and there, has been all about Barcelona. So I don't think there is too much to change from this Barca side and also from Ronald Koeman, because the team have been quite brilliant. Defensively, of course, they have been quite good, except maybe the fact that 2 of the defenders are currently yellow carded, Clement Lenglet and Miquinos as well. They've been on the yellow card. So maybe that's going to be them trying to play really cautious into the game. That's going to be them playing really cautious as the game progresses, of course. But definitely, when you look at this PSG side, of course, I still want to also stick to the fact that I don't want to see any changes coming yet. But I would advise Kozawa to be a little bit calm when he has the ball and when he's actually marking any other Barcelona player that he goes, be it Griezmann, be it Messi, whoever he's marking. He should be a little bit calm and cautious that these Barca players can take one over him. But so far, I don't think no changes will come in. Kozawa is also on the yellow card as well, same as Frankie de Jong for Barcelona, and also Clement Lenglet. So for me, nothing to change yet. So these players have been quite fabulous going into the game.
Okay, let's just pay this bill, and when we are back, we'll give you updates as it's going down there in Parc des Princes as well as in the Pushkash Arena. Football Frenzy down here on 92.3 Nigeria Info, where we're giving you updates in the UEFA Champions League. Do not forget that we'll still be taking your messages on Twitter at Nigeria Info PH and on WhatsApp 0809 030 6416. I start off with you, Dele, at the Pushkash Arena. Any changes made with the start of the second half so far?
Yes, there's been a substitution in the game straight from the dressing room. Coach Julian Nagelsmann has decided to remove Kevin Campi to bring on Alexander Solot.
Okay, Dorcas, at the Parc des Princes, any change?
Yes, just one change so far, and this change is coming from PSG and that man Mauricio Pochettino. I spoke earlier about leaving Kozawa because whenever he's with the ball, whenever he sees a Barcelona player coming, there is this eagerness, there is this undecisive nature coming from this Kozawa, and that was what saw him to be booked by the referee. And it was Mauricio Pochettino deeming it fit to take him out, and he has put another defender into the fold, Abdou Diallo, to replace Kozawa. So yeah, I think it's a like-for-like change, and also a good one coming in from Mauricio Pochettino, which can also make sure that the defensive lineup of PSG can be a lot more astute to prevent any more goals coming in from Barcelona.
Okay, second half has kicked off, and this message on WhatsApp says, "Good evening, Sports Gang. Messi needs someone to take the pressure off him. Remember, in the last meeting between these two sides, Neymar had to take a free kick and a penalty, which Messi would normally take." That's from Need from Igorota. Well, this one here says, "Make una help me thank Navaso. If not Trap or Ariola, Barca would have equalized these goals." Good evening, Sport Gang. Second half, 4 quick goals from Barcelona and 5-1 at the end of the game. This from Musa Abdullahi. Can that happen in the second half?
You keep asking if that can happen. See, the point is, like I said, there is no impossibilities in the world of sports, not just football, in sports generally. But quick fire goals from Barcelona. Yes, we have seen the fact that Ousmane Dembele have been really clean, really pretty going forward. He has been quite good, but defensively, the players have been trying to hold off that man, Ousmane Dembele, from going further into their 18-yard box. But quick fire goals, 4 of them, and the game ending 5-1 in favor of Barca. Well, I'll just like to wait to see how it ends. Definitely, I'll just wait.
This message on WhatsApp says that penalty miss from Messi has made this tie effectively over. But what surprises me is how Paris Saint-Germain are looking ordinary today. As for Liverpool, they are home and dry all German clubs except Bayern. I don't really get this one. Kingsley, thank you anyway from Rumigo. Thank you for the message. Dele, how's it been for RB Leipzig? Have they looked like a team that are looking at getting 2 unreplied goals and trying to knock Liverpool out from the UEFA Champions League?
5 minutes into the second half, RB Leipzig yet to have a shot neither on target or off target. But then they've been playing really well, especially in defense. The partnership between Dayot Upamecano and Nodi Mukele alongside Lucas Klosterman has been doing a wonderful job for the team defensively. But otherwise, I think Liverpool could have create another chance to score in the very early part of the second half. But then the defense of RB Leipzig has stood resolutely so far.
Okay, it's still 0-0 in that very encounter, waiting for the first goal in the second leg of this game. This message on WhatsApp says, "All this Mbappe and Haaland is just temporary. I promise you, Ronaldo and Messi are not even done yet. When they get a better team, everything will be back to normal." Because someone thinks Ronaldo and Messi will just keep firing, and Haaland and Mbappe, it's just a matter of time, they'll soon be quiet.
Well, they are getting the job done in recent times. They are banging the goals. Kylian Mbappe is doing his thing down there in the French Ligue 1, and same as that man in Borussia Dortmund in Germany, that man Helena Land, also trying to make sure that he gets in the goals in the UEFA Champions League and German Bundesliga, same as Kylian Mbappe. So, of course, maybe as time goes on, they might begin to dwindle. But for now, let's enjoy what we are getting to see from these 2 young stars, Kylian and Haaland, trying to still bang in the goals. For Messi and Cristiano, they are not banging as much as they used to. So for now, let's just enjoy the fact that we are getting to see these young stars, scoring pretty good goals for us to see.
This message says, good evening, Sports Gang. Barcelona are always horrible when it comes to penalty. No wonder they never allow any team drag them to penalty shootouts. Wahala for who gets penalty takeout. Well, this one here says, Paris Saint-Germain 3, Barcelona 1, Liverpool 1, Leipzig 1. This from Sonny from Limbu. The next message says, good evening, Sports Gang. I don't think Barcelona will be able to scale through to the next round, but Messi with a sublime strike from 25 yards at 33 is such a beauty to behold. We don't have long left of Lionel Messi, so just enjoy it. For about the past 4 seasons, this will make it 5. Barcelona always get knocked out in a way they will not like to be knocked out. You could look at the incidents that went down in AS Roma. You can look at the incidents that went down also against last season against Bayern Munich. How horrible will this be for Lionel Messi, Dorcas, if they are knocked out once again?
It's not going to be new. Last season it happened against Bayern Munich, losing 8-2, and that was embarrassing as it would for any team, for any player of the caliber of Messi, and it was really, really embarrassing and disappointing for Messi and Barcelona last season. And once again, they are going against a big side in France, that is PSG. So, of course, it's going to be okay, last season was the semi-final that they exited the tournament, and this time around, if they do lose out to quarterfinals rather, they do lose out to PSG today, it's in the round of 16. So things are not looking pretty for Barcelona and Messi. But once again, after this particular loss, if they lose, they would go back to the drawing board. I hope it's not full yet. Maybe if it's full, you can wipe some out and try to reconstruct your strategy, coming back next season and trying to make it work. But for now, it is for Messi to make sure that his team can try against PSG, try to get the result if possible. If not, leave to fight for another day.
This message says, when will Barcelona fans learn their lesson? They couldn't win Roma, Liverpool and Bayern away. Now they are hoping to win Paris Saint-Germain with a 4-1 deficit. No be juju with that. Can they do that? Can they get that victory? Dele, I'm over there at the Pushkash Arena. Something just went down.
54 minutes so far in the game between Liverpool and RB Leipzig. The very first shot on target from either side so far in the game actually came from Diogo Jota. It was a wonderful, over the top ball by Jorginho Wijnaldum over the top of the RB Leipzig defense. The ball fell lovely for Diogo Jota, who took a great shot, and then that shot was wonderfully saved by Peter Gulaski once more. And then Mo Salah was actually in a nice position to score the rebound, but unfortunately he flopped his line and sent the ball way over the bar.
This message on Twitter from @Warda_happy says Barcelona is going, RB Leipzig is going as well. But if Barcelona does the shocker, Paris Saint-Germain should be banned from championship football. Lucas, if it happens again against the Barcelona team, how will Paris Saint-Germain players, fans, even the manager Pochettino who was brought in, how will they feel? Do not forget the turnaround. And in the second half, Paris Saint-Germain become much better than they were in the first.
I think the first half was way better for PSG. In the second half, it's all been about Barcelona. They are trying to attack and trying to make the defense of PSG quite ordinary, which they have been. But so far, it's the defensive solidity of the PSG side that have kept the game quite level as it was in the first half. But if it happens again to PSG against Barcelona, well, I think it's going to be really bad for the PSG morale and also for the new manager in the fold, Mauricio Pochettino. I don't think they would let that happen again. You suffered in the hands of Barcelona back then, and right now you don't want to do that again. So they would have to keep all focus that they can against Barcelona and make sure that 2015 does not repeat itself in 2021, and hold on to the lead that they currently do have, probably going on to advance into the quarterfinal against the Espens of Barcelona.
This message on WhatsApp says, good evening, Sports Gang. My name is Young Anne Zephaniah from Soko. Please, with this Liverpool team I'm watching right now, it doesn't look like a team that wants to win or draw the match. I pray they play draw. Thanks. So this one here says Messi is just getting me upset. I almost broke my phone when he missed the penalty. They should better return. I hate rubbish. I guess he's a Barcelona fan. Everyone misses penalties, just like Dile was telling me. You can name any player, they've all missed penalty. Even the greatest, which should be Matt Letizia, he missed only one out of about 48 penalties that he took. So everyone misses penalty. This one here says, hello sports gang. Have you noticed that there was a player called Jesus Corona?
Yep.
Yes, of course. That was yesterday.
For Porto, yeah.
Yeah, that was for yesterday.
He also goes on to say, I think Barcelona will win, but they will not qualify. Dele, has it been there at the Puskás Arena? Has anything gone any side?
It is still Liverpool asking lots of questions of the RB Leipzig defense. For the RB Leipzig defense, they've been wonderful so far. For RB Leipzig, there hasn't been anything to report about them attacking wise. They've only huff and puff so far, but they've actually done nothing of note when it comes to attacking for RB Leipzig.
Okay, this message also has to go and drag Bruno. Fernandes. He says, good evening, sports gang. People are whining and mourning that Bruno Fernandes is Fernandes because he scores penalty. Now look at Messi and penalty. It's just like Tom and Jerry.
Good
Bruno is the best. Taking penalties is not easy.
Yeah,
it's from Richard Joseph.
It's never easy.
As a matter of fact, one of the best penalty takers around now in football should be Jorginho, and he's already missed 3 this season.
What makes you think it's Jorginho that's the...
Oh, have you seen Jorginho take penalties?
Have you seen Bruno Fernandes take penalties? Come on.
No, my point here is I'm saying it's actually not a big deal if Messi misses penalty. What I'm saying is that we've seen players who are wonderful from the penalty spot miss penalty as well.
True that.
So Messi can miss again if he comes up.
Of course he can miss again. We saw Sergio Ramos missing I think 2 penalties in the same game. That's for Spain. So of course anything can happen. We can even see 3 penalties missed. Yep. But then I wouldn't want to see that happen.
I think we've seen a player miss 3 penalties in a particular game.
If you were the coach, what would you do? This one says, good evening, sports gang. Paris Saint-Germain is actually looking ordinary today. They should just try and be effective in the defense, because with Mbappe well marked and Neymar absent, I don't expect goals from Paris Saint-Germain tonight. Because how ordinary have PSG looked tonight?
Very ordinary against this Barcelona side. You want to talk about the team? They've been trying to hold their own definitely against Barcelona, but it hasn't been quite good for the PSG side. Let's look at the yellow cards that were given to the players in the side. That is Idris Guy has already been booked by the referee, same as Paredes, of course. Leandro Paredes, he's going to miss the next match. That is if they qualify, and hopefully Marco Verratti also doesn't get booked, because if he does, he's going to be missing the next match as well. So that's how it's been really difficult for PSG going forward. But so far it's been all about Barcelona, which is quite good, but they would need to score goals to eventually take one over PSG, or else they might win tonight, but it doesn't mean that they have qualified. It's just going to be the scoreline, but not progressing to the quarterfinals.
Dele, there was a change in the game between Liverpool and RB Leipzig.
Initially, it was Kevin Campy going out for Alexander Sørloth right from the beginning of the first half, but then the coach Julian Nagelsmann has decided to do further double substitution. 68 minutes so far in the game. Emil Forsberg went out for Justin Kluivert. Yusuf Paulsen went out for Hee Chang-wan. And I think if I were in the shoe of Julian Nagelsmann, I'll be quite unhappy with the performance of my players, especially attacking wise. You cannot fault the performance of the RB Leipzig side when it comes to being solid in the midfield, and also being solid defensively. But offensively, they haven't done anything of note, and I guess that's the reason why Julian Nagelsmann has decided to substitute Yusuf Paulsen for Hee Chan-wang.
On Twitter here, this message from Eberechi Alozi 1. He says, this match, like I said, is 1-1 full time. He also goes on to say, please, I am following the match online, and I just didn't imagine the penalty being missed by Messi at this critical moment. Everyone can miss a penalty like Dela and Doka said now. Is it a crime for them to miss a penalty?
This is simply what I've been saying. Someone needs to take the pressure away from Lionel Messi. Probably the pressure was just too much and he just couldn't handle it. But I don't think that was the case. I just really think that it was the brilliance of that man, the goalkeeper for PSG, that man, Keylor Navas, who was quite really good taking when that penalty first came from Lionel Messi. On the 9th, anybody can lose a penalty, but then it depends on how you fight back and eventually get another goal in the game.
Okay, Dorcas, over there, how's it been so far so good in the game between Paris Saint-Germain and Barcelona?
Ordinary PSG still looks ordinary, and as the game has already progressed, but we have seen a couple of changes coming in from Mauricio Pochettino for PSG. We have seen Julian Draxler being taken out for Angel Di Maria, so it's a good change for me. Let's see if the inclusion of Angel Di Maria would change anything for PSG, and also Idrissa Gueye had been taken out for Danilo coming in for him. So PSG is making few changes to try to hold off that particular play from Barcelona, but there was an incident earlier which VAR was checking, but it is done and dusted. So no penalties, no foul, no nothing. The game remains 1 goal, 1-1 each, and 62 minutes already played. Aggregate is 5-2 in favor of PSG.
I can't see it in the moment, but this message from Obina says, I thought they said penalty is nothing when Bruno scores. Look at Messi missing a penalty when his team needs 4 goals in the game. United proving fake football analysis wrong since on Sunday. Okay, so it's all about the penalty incident. Messi has just caused trouble by missing a penalty. Dele, over there in the other game, how has it been?
The substitution by Julian Nagelsmann finally seem like it's beginning to reap the reward for the substitution. It was He Chang-wan who sent a shot, though way over the crossbar of the Liverpool goal post. But then it was a combination of He Chang-wan and the captain of the side, Marcel Sabitzer, troubling Liverpool on that occasion. Yes, it wasn't a clear-cut chance, but then that was much better from RB Leipzig. The very first time in the second half they are troubling the Liverpool defense.
Okay, this one on WhatsApp says, good evening, sports gang. Amiti Dorcas. There is no deja vu happening this night. I see Paris winning this match. Barca goes home tomorrow. This from Prudence, from Delta State. Okay, he says no deja vu. I think there's also another message for you, Dorcas, but I'll surely look for it. This one says Barcelona will have 2 more penalties, but Messi will not play it.
Who else is gonna play then?
There's Dembele.
Okay.
There's Frankie De Jong. they can play it. They can try it. That's why it says Messi missed the penalty, but nobody saw the goal that he scored. Fans. Okay. Yeah, he has a point today.
He scored a sublime goal. That was the equalizer for Barcelona.
He didn't score something. Let me not say it before they come for me.
You better keep your mouth shut.
I have to. Over there, how has it been, Daily?
RB Leipzig actually came very close to scoring 65 minutes so far in the game, and I think that happened around the 64 minutes of the game. It was actually Nodi Mukele who strode into the position. Final third, he found He Chang-wan of the left-hand side of the Liverpool defense, who sent a wonderful in-swinger into the Liverpool 18-yard area, and that man, Alexander Solot, thought he had put RB Leipzig ahead in the game, only to be denied by the crossbar. I think Liverpool can thank the crossbar on that occasion for coming to their rescue.
It's still nil there as it stands. Has Liverpool improved from the Liverpool we've seen in the Premier League? Have they looked like a team much better? You'd say maybe Anfield now looks like an away ground for them. They're not playing at Anfield.
Not exactly. There's something that's happened to Liverpool this season, which is difficult to explain. But then we can talk about the fact that they're missing their key man in midfield, Jordan Henderson. And, if you ask me, it is Liverpool's midfield that tend to do a lot of work. Their midfield tend to do a lot of, close marking the opposition. They win the ball very, very high in the opposition. Find a thought feeding the attackers very, very quickly. I think something is broken as far as the Liverpool attack is concerned. But then it seemed like, I think in the past, Sadio Mane used to be a lot more unselfish when it comes to feeding Mo Salah. But then there seems to be this competition between Sadio Mane and Mo Salah. Both of them African, both of them Muslim. You expect them to be very close pal. But then I can't tell. The competition to be the best current African player, in my opinion, perhaps has gotten into the head of both players. If you ask me, maybe Liverpool need to just sit down, do a rethink and just let go of one between Sadio Mane and Mo Salah.
If you were Klopp, who will you let go?
A very good question.
If you want to lose a player like Salah or Mane, you have both of them, and you are Jurgen Klopp, who will you let go, Dilly?
It's a very dicey situation because we're talking about two world-class players. But then it is very obvious the fact that there has been this incessant competition between the two players, which is beginning to hinder the club. So I think a difficult decision has to be taken. If you ask me, I'll let go of Sadio Mane because you find Sadio Mane tends to play really well. Apart from his offensive duty, I know he tends to do a lot of marking as well. But then you look at Mo Salah, he's one player who has been quite consistent for Liverpool, especially when it comes to scoring goals. Look at the amount of goals that Mo Salah has scored this season and compared to the amount of goals Sadio Mane has scored this season. If you ask me, because these are players who are both attackers. So if you ask me, I think I want to let go Sadio Mane and let Salah stay, buy another player and rebuild the Liverpool attack.
Okay. Dele said he will let Mane leave and then keep Salah. This message on WhatsApp says, I remember if it was Barcelona that year, like two players would have gotten a red card in Paris Saint-Germain. This one is asking a question. Please, if the ball hits the referee and it prevents a goal, please, who gets carded and what happens next? If it hits the referee, the ref has to blow the whistle once it stops an attack.
It has to stop.
Yeah, he has to blow the whistle once it stops an attack. It would be nice saying Mane and
What did he say?
He's asking if Mane and Salah are world-class players.
Of course, they're absolutely world-class players.
Let me not go in there because I'm ready to drag
Which players at Manchester United, for example, is as good as Mo Salah and Sadio Mane? Come on, Obina, tell me. Do you have any player at Manchester United as good as Sadio Mane and Mo Salah? Obina, I'm waiting for your response.
Well, I choose to only concentrate on my future game, PSG and Barcelona.
How has it been, Doctor?
Well,
8 minutes in that game.
It's simply all. I've been all about Barcelona. They are still trying to get the goals. They are still trying to make sure that they get back on the score sheet. But this time, it is that man, Ronald Koeman, making a few changes for the Barcelona side. He took out Sergio Dest and brought in Francisco Trincao. So a defender out for an attacker, a forward player. So Trincao is coming into the side to also aid the attacker of Dembele, Griezmann and Messi. Well, that worked so far. They have been really good going forward. They've had chances being created. They had a free kick earlier. Nothing worked out fine. They've had Dembele missed chances. Messi missed chances. Griezmann hasn't exactly hit anywhere for me. But it's been all about Barcelona, and it's left for PSG to be really, really solid defensively against the side. Okay,
this message here says, he says, I disagree with Dele.
Yep.
I will keep Mane and drop Salah. Mane goes forward and also drops back to help the defense. I prefer him to Salah.
What is the job of attackers? Score goals and assist. And who has been more consistent in doing that? Mo Salah. What is the job of an attacker? Is it marking? Is it pressing?
Okay.
An attacker is there to score goals and assist goals.
What was the job of Eden Hazard?
Score goals and assist goals.
Does Mane not assist?
Was his job to score goals?
Who?
Eden Hazard.
Hazard's job at Chelsea was basically playmaking.
Okay.
And then assisting goal scoring as well.
I thought you said scoring goals.
Doesn't Mane do that?
If you ask me, Mane has been doing less of that. Yes, we can talk about his energy, his ability to mark, his ability to defend for the team. But then your primary job is to score goals and assist. And between him and Mo Salah, who has been more consistent at that? Of course, Mo Salah.
Also, there is a primary job for attackers. So, I'm now thinking, Dele, you have simply said that if you have a player like Mesut Ozil, that you wouldn't put him in the side because he isn't defensive minded. And I'm thinking, is his job to defend?
No, there was no time I said I wouldn't play Mesut Ozil in my team. The only thing I said was that Mesut Ozil's style of play, unfortunately, has become obsolete.
Over and over and over again at the office. I wasn't
listen, Dorcas. My point here is Mesut Ozil, a wonderful player, a world-class player when it comes to passing the ball. He was perhaps perhaps the most creative player as far as the last 10 years is concerned. My point here is football has gone through a kind of evolution, and players like Mesut Ozil are no longer welcome in football. Because you know why? Because they are luxury players who do not want to work hard. They just want to play the ball, and that's not going to work.
So Mane is working hard, defending, and creating, and Salah is always scoring because as you were saying.
And by the way, there has been a goal in the game between Liverpool and RB Leipzig.
Even when we leave this video, I'll come back there and drag you for that thing. So what's going on there in the game between Liverpool and RB Leipzig?
That's 72 minutes so far in the game, but then on the 70th minute, there was a goal by Mo Salah. It was actually a wonderful outside of the foot pass. It was a wonderful through ball by Sadio Mane, who fed Diogo Jota on that occasion. Diogo Jota returned the ball for Mo Salah, and Mo Salah slotted the ball into the left bottom corner of the RB Leipzig goalkeeper Peter Gulaski. And on that occasion, Peter Gulaski, who has been in wonderful form tonight, could do nothing about that goal.
Okay, on WhatsApp here, this one here says if Juventus had qualified, maybe Barcelona would have. There's something special about Messi and Ronaldo's debate. It's beyond the argument. This one says, good evening, Sports Gang. I'm Wheatley. I'm from Fuche Community. Please, with the way things are going, I don't see Barcelona surviving the nuclear arsenal of Paris Saint-Germain. As for Liverpool, with the 2-0 advantage over RB Leipzig, if they maintain the tempo, I see them surpassing the strength of their opponents. Dorcas, has it been in the game between Paris Saint-Germain and Barcelona?
It's still been all about Barcelona, but let's remind you that the last time Lionel Messi missed any penalty in the UEFA Champions League was in 2015. So it's been a very long time. But PSG tonight, another team we saw in the first leg. This time around, they seem kind of like very urgy, uncertain, afraid, as well as untidy defensively and also going forward. They haven't been really the best side in the game. Barca have been the best side, but the goals are not coming for this Barcelona side. I think what PSG are currently enjoying is the hard work and the determination they had in the first leg, and it has favored them in this second leg so far.
Okay, Dele, how's it been? Liverpool versus RB Leipzig. Something else to update?
Of course, there has been another goal in that game between Liverpool and RB Leipzig at the Puskas Arena. On the 71 minutes in the game, Diogo Jota was substituted out for Divock Origi, who came into the game, and then Thiago Alcantara went out for Naby Keita. But then Divock Origi, with his very first contribution, to the game, he was Divock Origi, who squared a wonderful pass from the right-hand side of the opposition defense for Sadio Mane, who made no mistake on that occasion, rather, to put Liverpool 2-0 up in the game. But then you wonder, Divock Origi, just coming into the game and then having such a wonderful contribution, just his very first touch, of the game, setting up a wonderful goal for Sadio Mane.
Okay, goal for Sadio Mane, 2-0 in that very game, 4-0 on aggregate. While it still remains the same way in Paris. But let's see how things will play out. This one says, good evening. Any prediction tonight? Okay. This one says, guys, you asked who is good in United, like Salah and Mane.
Yep.
He calls out Cavani, Pogba. He says they are world class too. A message before then, he says, what does it profit Messi to score a sublime goal and miss a penalty when his team needs 4 goals? Okay.
It profits him because his goal tally increases every day, so yeah, it profits Messi.
This one from John Peter, it says Paris Saint-Germain will win Barcelona tonight. This one says Mane scores goals and gives assist. My Salah do get the goals because the team only focuses on him. Okay. This one says Mane is far better than Salah. Even it's the presence of Mane that brings out Salah's shine. Really, everyone is really going against you.
Everyone want money to stay.
Yeah. Barcelona will come back. Barcelona will come back. I wonder how long it will take. It will take from France to Spain. It's from Kingsley, from Oyibo. Dorcas, anything to update in that very encounter?
Nothing. We saw a free kick earlier where Messi was fouled outside the 18-yard box, and it was Barcelona still trying to apply pressure. Messi had a chance to eventually swing the ball across, but outside of the penalty area. But it wasn't too pretty, and that was how it's still 1-1 in that game between PSG and that one and Barcelona. But so far, Barca will take the day for me. They have been the better side. They have been making sure that they get back into the game, but it hasn't been favorable to them. PSG are relaxed enough to make sure that they're soaking the pressure defensively, make sure they are defensively astute against Barcelona, and that has played quite well in their favor. Barcelona in front of goal haven't been clinical. Not Messi, not Ousmane Dembele. I haven't seen much of Griezmann up front, definitely, but Barca would take the day for me. If they had a chance to score, they should have been able to have overturn this deficit of 4-1, but it isn't working so far tonight for Barca.
Okay, well, this message on WhatsApp says I disagree with Dele on letting Mane go due to the number of goal analysis. Mane fits Salah with assist to Salah. Since he became selfish, in quote, how many goals has Salah scored? That's from Sonny. This one says, please don't compare Liverpool players to Manchester United players. United have world-class Jesse Lingard.
That's Jay Blinks, yeah?
Yeah, Jay Links.
Oh, Jay Links, yes.
He says, look what he's doing for West Ham on just 6 outings. Who has that kind of player in the Premier League? Please, don't make such comparison. And remember, we are still second in the league. While Liverpool are searching for crude oil. It's from Richard. Jay Links.
Jay Links have been quite beautiful to watch for West Ham. But while it was at Manchester United, it wasn't really working for him. But he's still a United player, by the way. So yeah, maybe that argument could work. But comparing him to saying
Salah or
Mane, I would definitely not agree. No.
But he's taken West Ham higher than Salah and Mane has.
They were higher before he went to West Ham.
Yep.
So
I did not see improved them.
Improve what exactly? The fact that he's scoring goes beautiful as well.
He's helped them to maintain their momentum, rather.
If that's the word, yeah, maintain it. Yeah.
And will Liverpool finish above them?
Above who?
Why wait, hold on. Why are you trying to put on the spot here? Okay, I'm sure it delays you, so you have to answer that question.
He said if Liverpool will finish ahead of West Ham.
He's asking.
Definitely, I think so.
Okay. We'll find out after match day 38. That's why I says, please, why did Barcelona play like this during the first leg? I think he's trying to ask why, from favor, why? Maybe he's trying to ask why they didn't play that way. Edinson Cavani, Bruno Fernandes, David De Gea, and Paul Pogba are all world-class players. So I don't know why Dele would say United have no world-class player.
I didn't say they don't have a world-class player. That's not true.
Don't get him wrong.
I didn't say United don't have a world-class player. My question is just that, do United have, players as good as Mane and Salah in their respective positions? I'm not saying United don't have a world-class player. Because I actually think someone like Bruno Fernandes is absolutely world-class.
Okay. So it says Liverpool suffer whenever Sadio Mane is out of form. He was brilliant that won Liverpool both the Premier League and the UEFA Champions League. Yes, Salah can score goals, but Mane is the engine room of Liverpool. This is from Rabbi from Port Harcourt. This one says Salah and Mane can never be more expensive than Pogba in any transfer from now till 2027. And it's probably now.
Is it about price? The quality of a player, is it about price?
If it's talking of being expensive, I think we've got expensive.
Definitely, Pogba was bought for £89 million, and I'm quite sure, without a shadow of doubt, that right now, if Mo Salah or Sadio Mane would leave Liverpool, none of them would leave for less than £100 million. Yeah.
No, not right now. If it was the season they won the Champions League, okay. I would say yes, but not right now.
I don't think not right now.
Not right now.
I don't think they would even get up to.
If it was the season they won the Champions League, I would say yes, but not right
Come
now.
on,
Come on.
Dembele was bought for 120
My
million
brother, there's
euros.
no common in this particular conversation. The common is the fact that
Come
back
on.
then, Ousmane Dembele was
bought for
the real
120.
deal.
He was the real deal at Dortmund.
Yeah,
It's just like you telling me Dembele now. We know he won't even be signed for up to 70.
No.
We know the inflation and everything, but Dembele won't be signed for up to 70. This one here says, did Salah and Mane? Yeah, but okay, trust me, they've heard about the argument we're making. Paris Saint-Germain for walk. Paris Saint-Germain finish for walk for defense. Barcelona see Pep. Lucas, how have Paris Saint-Germain been defending tonight?
Before I go to the defense of PSG, it is that man Ronald Koeman making 3 changes all at once, taking out Sergio Busquets for that man, the youngster who scored at the weekend. Elias Moriba is into the fold for Barcelona, as much as Pedri taking out for Miralem Pjanic, and also Ousmane Dembele taking out for Martin Braithwaite. So those are the 3 changes being made by Ronald Koeman, and we saw one earlier from that man Mauricio Pochettino, and it took out Alessandro Florenzi and brought in Colin Dagba. So yes, of course, it is still looking really feisty for PSG, bringing in another defender to make sure that they are really solid at the back, and for Barcelona bringing in more midfielders, more attacking minded midfielders, and forwards into the game to try and see if they can get on the score sheets. But PSG have been sublime defensively. They haven't let any ball slip out of their hands, and they've kept the scoreline really level. I think Navas have been much relaxed, but the defenders the defenders have been quite beautiful. Just seeing Neymar's face and making sure that nothing out of the ordinary happens here tonight against this Barcelona side. Well, it's that way, and it looks like PSG might be running away with this particular one, because the time currently it is 82 minutes, and Barcelona are still trailing. They would have to score 3 goals to make sure that, or 4 as it is, to come back and maybe stretch the game to extra time, but it is still 1-1 in that center.
Okay, we just saw Neymar on our screens, and do not forget he's not playing the game, and tomorrow is his sister's birthday. So it's usual.
And
for 5 straight seasons,
he must travel for that.
I don't know if he's going to be traveling,
yep.
Or maybe his sister is going to be coming over. But for 5 straight seasons, Neymar does not play football on the 11th of March. His sister's birthday is either suspended or injured, and he's always missing out. Last year, you say coronavirus came to play, and there was no game during that period. So Neymar was opportuned once again to go over, enjoy himself on his sister's birthday. This one here says, I think Liverpool will reach the final of the UEFA Champions League this season. Dele, do they look like a team that can reach that final?
As far as football is concerned, definitely anything is possible. I actually talk about the fact that we've had precedent as far as the Champions League is concerned. We saw how Chelsea in 2012 won the Champions League without making the top 4. We also saw how a Liverpool side in 2005 won the Champions League as well. With United, Arsenal, and Chelsea being the better side domestically. So it is possible that a team might not actually be doing well domestically, but then they would do great maybe in the Champions League or in the Europa League. It is a possibility. Anything can happen.
This one on Twitter from Eberechi Alozi 1 says the comparison of Salah and Mane is uncalled for. Now, it's not a comparison. Dele made a statement saying that both men have now become selfish to themselves, and then Liverpool should be thinking of selling one. So it's not a comparison. He said one should be let go, and in his own opinion, he said it's Mane that should be let go. He also goes on to say, nevertheless, Mane is more consistent, and Sadio Mane is a really smart player with multitasking abilities in the pitch. Oh, this one here from OK2 Black. He says, good evening, guys. Barca are on the fast lane home. No miracle will stop them. The team needs a complete overhaul. Most of the players on parade are not even good enough to be on the bench. And yeah, Docas, we've been talking about this a couple of days in the office. Barcelona and Real Madrid now look so ordinary when you're looking at the team lists. Even the players on the bench, it looks so ordinary. Unlike maybe clubs like Manchester City, where you'll be having, you look at their bench and you're like, if these guys should come in, these guys can go on and win the English Premier League, the players on the bench. But the Barcelona team and the Real Madrid team, but let's talk about Barcelona. How ordinary do they now look when you're looking at the fact that they don't have those big names anymore?
Barcelona have been through a lot of problems in recent times. COVID-19 shortening pay or slashing pay of players, 70% of it. And then the club went into, I wouldn't say administration, that would be too harsh. And then you saw the fact that their president, Bartomeu, he resigned from his position. They were banned for a bit. And then players, they don't even have enough money to buy those bigger players that they would want to. Neymar can come back to the club because they don't have that amount of money to spend. And right now a new president is in the fold, so things might maybe change for the good. But then you want to look at the bright future for Barcelona, the likes that they have a brilliant young stars on the side, and Pedri's and Sergio Dest, and the young man in there as well, that is the Dutch international Frankie de Jong. And you want to talk about the likes of Elias Moriba, Ricard Puig, and there's plenty of others, Inika Piena as well. These are players are the future of the club, obviously. So we want to look at maybe they might not be the biggest of names right now, or even Trincao as well, but they are prospects for this Barcelona side. They might change the future for this Barcelona side, but for the now, Messi is in the fold. They make sure that they still have the likes of Sergio Busquets as well in the side. So right now they don't have that quality just yet, but in the future maybe these players, these young stars, might create a quality for the Barcelona side.
Okay, this message here is asking us how we can watch us live. Is on Twitter at Nigeria Info PH, at Nigeria Info PH. Well, this one here says, my name is TK from Aba. Honestly, I'm not happy tonight. Barcelona did pretty well in the first half, and I expected more second half, but nothing concrete. I don't just know why we are out of this competition so early, because the UEFA Champions League, our reputation is very high. Honestly, I'm disappointed right now. Oh God, my lovely team Barcelona. Well, this one here comes for you, Dele. He says, Dele, Salah and Mane make it to world-class players at this period, because there are very few exceptional players in the world. A decade ago, their performance would have just been good. This is from Suk Kebling in Port Harcourt. Do you buy into the idea?
Yes, I think he perhaps has some point for the fact that if you ask me, some 15 years ago, I think we used to have more world-class players than we do have right now. So maybe to some extent, maybe he does have a point.
So we watched Salah did 2 seasons ago, 3 seasons ago, when Liverpool lost the Champions League final to Real Madrid. That shouldn't have made him world-class.
I remember that season, Salah had 10 goals, Mane 10 goals as well. As a matter of fact, the trio of Salah, Mane, Firmino, they all had double digits of goal in the Champions League. The season they lost to Real Madrid. So yes, they've been world class.
Okay. This one here says, good evening, sports gang. Mane is a double player in Liverpool. He plays like 2 players, so Salah can go while Mane remains. That's from Mark from Nneka. Something going on down there in the Parc des Princes, Dorcas. 2 minutes to the end of the game with additional time.
Nothing special to report at the moment, but it is one change happened earlier in the 84th minute of the encounter. It was Marco Verratti taking off, and we saw Rafinha coming into the fold to continue the action where he stopped. And just a few moments ago, we saw a yellow card by the referee was given to Mario Icardi for a foul he committed on Frankie de Jong. And we might be seeing a few minutes of added time in this game. It is currently 89 minutes, so Barca do not have enough time to get back into the game, of course. But good thing is that Barcelona were the better side. They're still trying to bang at the door, knock on the door, try to create chances, try to get the goal, try to apply the pressure on the defense. But the defense have been really beautiful to watch from PSG. They've been really, really sturdy. They've been really, really astute and really, really good to watch. So far, PSG is sublime defending, and for Barcelona, they haven't been able to break the defense. How solid the defense have been, but brilliant performance from Barcelona altogether.
Yeah. Good evening, my name is Young Ane Stefanaya. I'm a Liverpool fan. I would prefer Mane to go and allow Mo Salah to stay, because Mo Salah do a lot of assisting and also scores more goals than Sadio Mane. That's what he has to say. So, how has it been in that very, very game, Billy?
90th minute so far in the game, and as a matter of fact, the referee from France, Clement Topin, has added 2-minute extra time, to the game, and we are in the very last minute of the 2 added extra time. On 82 minute, Jorginho Wijnaldum was substituted for James Milner. 90th minute, Andrew Robertson was substituted for Constantinos Tsimikas, and then 90 minutes as well, Sadio Mane was substituted for Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. I think it is safe to say Liverpool have actually proven the fact that they are European giants, and as for RB Leipzig, they've shown that they are European minnows. This is perhaps I think their third season as far as the Champions League is concerned. So over both legs, Liverpool have proven the fact that they're a much better side than RB Leipzig. When it happened that RB Leipzig couldn't play the first leg in Germany, that they had to play in Budapest, that Liverpool had an unnecessary advantage due to the fact that RB Leipzig couldn't play in Germany and that Liverpool might just be playing at Anfield. But the fact that both games were played away, both at the Puskas Arena, has, in my opinion, vindicated the fact that Liverpool the much better side.
Much better side and have skill through.
Well, I would simply say this. From now on, it should be official that Liverpool should no longer play at Anfield. So.
Because they lost 6 at Anfield.
Well,
Anfield used to be a kind of fortress. But these days it's become a ground of despair for Liverpool.
It's been demolished over and over again, and not by, most of the time, big clubs. Bullies.
This message on WhatsApp says, "Good evening, Sports Gang. I think I love what I'm seeing. I love seeing Barcelona lose. As for Liverpool, I don't know what's their plan." Okay. This one here says, "La Liga is in decline. The league is poor. The league is poor money spending, reduced quality players and quality of play. It's no more their league." It's no, I don't really get this message anyway. But trying to say Legon is getting much better. Docas, the Farmers League, are they here to stay? Last season, they got to the final of the UEFA Champions League.
I would like
this
to see
time around, it looks like they'll be scaling through to the next round already.
I'd like to see where the Farmers League, like they've been called over the years, will get to this season. Last season, you already sounded that they got to the final, lost to Bayern Munich, 1-0. Kingsley Coman's goal being the game changer for the German side, and PSG could not win the title that they have so craved for. This time around, they look obviously like they will be taking out Barcelona in this encounter. Though 3 minutes was added to that game, and we're about to see the third and final minutes of the game so far. And PSG on that Mauricio Pochettino have shown today that they can also be determined against any big sides. They did that last season, and this season, yes, they might get there. So maybe the Farmers League, they are here to stay. The Farmers League are making sure that their name should be changed from Farmers League, to the Harvesters, as it would be. But it is a joy to watch these games whenever it's being played. PSG trying to come back to rub shoulders with the big boys in Europe, and I hope they get that. They get their wish.
And Ekpo, a lot of person have actually complained about the fact that PSG didn't quite prove themselves tonight in terms of playing better attacking football like they did over there at Camp Nou. But I'll say, in my opinion, the reason is simple. If I were their coach Mauricio Pochettino, perhaps I would have done the same. You're winning away 4-1. There's no point playing gung-ho style of football. Just remain calm, remain in charge of the game, remain in control of the game, ensure the fact that you keep Barcelona at bay. There's no point playing headless chicken football, playing helter-skelter football that will allow Barcelona back into the game. So they only play a control style of football, and in my opinion, they have done just the right thing.
They called it headless chicken. They are shooting the next round for sure. They are shooting the next round. They were not interested in playing football, if you ask me. Someone is asking who is wearing the face mask.
That is Eponia.
Yeah, are you sure? We'll be back shortly. Well, get the thoughts of the guys as it happened down there in the Parc des Princes, as well as in the Puskas Arena.